Oh, what's going on, guys? Gamer Dude back once again with some exciting news. But before we begin, y'all know the routine. If you are new to the channel, please make sure you smash that like button and drop me a subscribe because it would just be your good deed of the day. Same applies if you are a returning viewer. Now then, big news. There's a new Batman game. Oh my god, yay! Batman! After 8 years. Not counting the disastrous Suicide Squad and Gotham Knights, but yeah, oh my god, Batman's back, yay! Oh wait, it's meta. My stunned silence should give you the reassurance that this game is going to fail. Oh my god, seriously, I cannot tell you the sheer disappointment I expressed when seeing that this was going to be a meta exclusive, which is VR. Now, I don't know what the hell is going on over at Warner Brothers, considering they said, the future of their games will be live service. And fair enough, this one's not live service, but it's a freaking VR game. Haven't you learned any lessons, Warner Brothers? Seriously. Because the last Batman Arkham game on VR did so well, didn't it? No, it didn't. It failed miserably. And I get the feeling this one will do the same because it's not a PlayStation VR, it's a Meta VR exclusive. And it's Meta 3. So if you've got Meta 2, I don't think you can play it. And I really don't follow the whole VR scene and Meta and PlayStation VR. It's never been my thing. But wow, I really don't know what's going on at Warner Brothers. And I am super disappointed. Like most fans of the Batman Arkham series, we get a new Batman game for the first time in 8 years to kind of supersede Suicide Squad's live service-y trash. And it turns out to be a VR game. And once again, granted, it's single player, but it's VR. And yeah, nobody wants VR. Nobody asked for it. It's like, well, why are you doing this to us? Nobody asked for this, so why are you giving it to us? It's like Warner Brothers want to lose money. It's like Warner Brothers want to go out of business, But anyway, I'm going to discuss with you what I found on this and why exactly they've decided to do this. I've been rummaging around a few posts. I found some from IGN, I found some from Warner Brothers themselves, and I'm going to drop in some quotes. So here we go. Of course, as you know, it's been 8 years since the last Batman Arkham game. Warner Brothers has announced the next in the series called Batman Arkham Shadow. Now, I'm not going to lie, that's a dope-ass title. Batman Arkham Shadow is an exclusive VR game set to release exclusively on the MetaQuest 3 later this year. Warner Brothers and Meta have said it's developed by Camouflage, maker of the Iron Man VR game. Never heard of Camouflage, but I have heard of the Iron Man VR game, which was, as I recall, another disappointment. And Oculus Studios in partnership with Warner Brothers Interactive Entertainment and DC. Warner Brothers have, however, failed to say who voices Batman in the game. Of course, it will not be the late great Kevin Conroy because he sadly passed away, and the last known recorded dialogue for Kevin Conroy as Batman was in Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. It is later to be determined if he recorded voice audio in the upcoming Part 3 animated Crisis on Infinite Earths. Anyway, they have promised more details will be revealed during Jeff Knightley's Summer Game Fest on June 7th at 2 p.m. So now, here's the official blurb of what we know is coming in this game, or the official overview, let's say. So, it starts with, evil stalks the streets, Gotham City is in danger, and you're the only one who can save it. Tune in to Summer Game Fest 2024 on June 7th at 2 p.m. for the official reveal of Batman Arkham Shadow, a new MetaQuest 3 exclusive from Camouflage and Oculus Studios in partnership with Warner Brothers Interactive Entertainment and DC. So they're going to give us some gameplay, basically. That's what I get from that. And finally, it states that you are to prepare to enter Gotham for a new story set in the Batman Arkham franchise on MetaQuest 3 in late 2024. Now, given the fact that it's called Arkham Shadow, I can only speculate that it's going to be set during the whole Nightmare Bat thing. After Bruce Wayne faked his death and became the Nightmare Bat. But given the footage that you're seeing on screen now, it kind of looks more like the Arkham Origins Batsuit than anything else. And with all these rats running across the floor, I'm not liking the idea of who the villain is going to be. Yeah, just saying. But anyway, the reveal of Batman Arkham Shadow comes just 3 months after the launch of Suicide Squad, which was developed, of course, by the iconic Batman Arkham series creator, Rocksteady Studios. Now, Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League was supposed to be a high-profile game, but instead turned out to be a high-profile flop for both developer and publisher, with an extraordinarily low player base and number of players currently on Steam. Warner Brothers have actually admitted the controversial live service game has fallen short of their expectations, but yet they're still heavily riding out this whole live service future thing that they've got ahead of them, which is scary news for Hogwarts Legacy fans as well. Now, some of the frustration with Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League stems from it not being another Batman-esque game, at least not featuring the Batman characters, so Nightwing, Robin, Batgirl, etc. It features the villains of the story, which I suppose is an interesting take. We've never actually gotten to see the villain's perspective, but still, it's in the Arkhamverse. People want it to continue from Batman's story, or at least his perspective, and they just fell absolutely short on it. But yeah, despite the fact it's set within the Arkhamverse, the developers of the Batman Arkham series is much loved from fans, but Suicide Squad is not. See, when you compare Suicide Squad with 2011's Batman Arkham City, which has held up as one of the greatest superhero video game adaptations pretty much of all time, this is when you start asking what the fuck is going on over at Warner Brothers and Rocksteady. But yeah, it has been a long time since Rocksteady released anything Batman Arkham related. In fact, the last was actually another VR game, which I mentioned earlier. It was 2016's Batman Arkham VR, and it was highly controversial because it showed Batman Bruce Wayne killing Nightwing. And, the whole premise of that story was investigating who killed him, and then Bruce figures out, oh shit, I killed him. But the announcement of Batman Arkham Shadow will no doubt shine yet another light on the studio's troubles with Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, amid questions around what's actually going on at Warner Brothers and their long-term commitment to live service games. Warner Brothers is yet to announce Rocksteady's next official video game project. And if it's going to be anything like this, then we can all expect massive disappointment. As I mentioned earlier, their whole live service future, it really throws a stone at big title games that we've all come to enjoy, like Batman, for example, and more recently Hogwarts Legacy. Because if Hogwarts Legacy 2 is going to be a big live service game, then no one's going to play it. No one's going to want to play it. I mean, I understand the premise. A multiplayer Harry Potter game would be quite fun, but it's the story element that drew people into the first one, and it's the story element that's going to bring them back in the second. Now, granted, as I've stated, this is a single-player game, but it's exclusive to VR. What were they thinking bringing it to VR? I mean, well, possibly money, but still, my point being, why not just bring it to console? Why not make a new Batman game for the consoles? Because players have been clamoring for a new Batman game for years, and this is not what they asked for. But yeah, that's about it for the video then, so I want to thank you all for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. Once again, you all know the routine. If you aren't new to the channel, please make sure you smash that like button and drop me a subscribe, because it would just be your good deed of the day. This has been Gamer Dude, happy gaming, and I'll catch you all in the next one, guys.